Good morning. It's good to be with you this morning. I'm like most of you. I'm hustling around trying to get some things done. We'll have Wednesday night services next week. Everything's planning to go back to kind of a little normal. We will have a meal. It'll be sandwiches and chips, kind of served differently. But we will be having a Wednesday night service here at the church. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. This Wednesday, I'll still be broadcasting from the house. I'm going to take a few days off this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I've got an ox in a ditch, and I got to get it out while the weather's good. So we're working on that. But we'll see you Sunday morning. Planning to have a good time of worship. We had a good group come Sunday. I think somebody told me we had either 63 or 65 here, and it was great to see you folks here. But about this morning, what's going on? Well, for one thing, the governor has not announced that we can go back to phase 2 yet, or go to phase 2. He's still keeping us at phase 1, so much of the procedures we've been using will still stay in place. Hopefully we can get to that pretty soon. I guess it's because of the increased spike in new cases. I don't know about you, but there's been many times in my life when God kind of put me in a position where I needed to help someone when I was really busy trying to do something else. Do you ever have any times like that? I've had times when I've had to stop along the roadside and help someone, or just in town or something like that, see them in need, and God just kind of says, go and help them. And it's kind of hard sometimes when you're dressed up to do that, but that happens. It's called a Samaritan moment. All of us run into that from time to time. You remember the story about the Samaritan, the man who was traveling down a road to Jericho, and when he was attacked, he was robbed, beaten, left nearly dead on the roadside. 3 men passed him by that day. One was a priest, passed on the other side, ignoring what he clearly saw. The second, a Levite, took a look, but still passed on without offering aid. The third, a despised Samaritan, stopped and offered assistance. Not only did the unnamed Samaritan bandage the man's wounds, he placed him upon his own donkey, transported him to the inn, made provision for his care, and offered to cover all the charges incurred. This parable was told by Jesus in response to a question a lawyer had asked him. Jesus had just told this man that he was to love God with all his heart, mind, soul, and strength. He also was to love his neighbor as himself. The lawyer acted just like a lawyer. Luke tells us that in Luke 10:29, he says, but he, wanting to justify himself to Jesus, said, and who is my neighbor? It was a moment that Jesus took the parable, which he had labeled the parable of the Good Samaritan. He concluded the parable with a question to the lawyer. Jesus asked, which of these 3 men was a neighbor to the wounded man? The lawyer responded, the one who showed mercy. Well, the truth is, my friends, if we're going to be good Samaritans, we've got to show mercy. It may cost us a little time and a little effort, but you never know what kind of friends you're going to make when you do something like this. Being good Samaritans is part of being Christian. We try to do that which we can to help others in whatever condition they are. It always comes back to this response that Jesus gave to the man when the lawyer responded, the one who showed mercy. Jesus told him, go and do likewise. Now, not just because I've done things like this, but because Jesus has told us to. So if you find somebody to help today or this week, remember, it's part of our Christian faith to be good Samaritans. God bless you. Have a good day. We'll see you again tomorrow morning and then Wednesday night.